Hey! What are you doing here? I thought you were headed across the pass.
I just can't go on. Let me rest for a minute. I'll manage. Don't worry.
If you say so.
Just a little break.
Hey, you're finally back. You have to go see Zardus right away. There's a problem.
That I certainly believe.
All hell's broken loose since you left. Talk to Zardus. He's waiting for you. Zardus gave me this rune for you. It'll help you get to him faster. We'll meet again there.
There he is. There he is.
How's the situation?
Malik has disappeared and taken everything and everybody who would work for me with him. He said he was headed for the mountains. He couldn't stand it here anymore. The hordes of monsters pouring out of the pass every day into the high pastures are really getting to me. If at least I had a few helpers or mercenaries. There was even one who was willing to work for me. Changed his mind, though. I think his name was Wolf.
There he is.
What are you doing here?
I fled here from Bengar's farm. I didn't want to be butchered by all those creatures coming out of the pass. You can't imagine what sort of things came out of the pass the last few days.
I can. Bengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
What's it like here?
Here, I only have to put up with the bandits. It's the lesser evil.
Hey, you! Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Here's the food you wanted.
Fantastic. And now?
Hey! Everything all right with you?
You saved my ass, man. I'll never forget that.
Ah, it's good that you've come.
What's up?
I found this in the old chapel. It's a magic rune. I think it will teleport you straight back here to the farm. I thought you might be able to use it.
I've got an old coin here.
Show me. Oh yeah? That won't bring much on the open market. I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
It's a deal.
Good. If you have any more of those, you'll know where to find me.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. Do you still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
can only wait and see.
Couldn't care less.
Nothing amazes me anymore. You listen to the wrong people.
It can't go on like this forever.
You hardly know who to believe these days. Can you believe that?
I may have found a job for you on Bengar's farm.
Let's hear it.
The pass to the Valley of Mines comes out directly at Bengar's farm. He's got problems with all the beasts who squeeze through the pass. Someone needs to defend Bengar's farm.
That would be something. Then at least I'd be away from the farm here and wouldn't have to stare at the smithy. Good. That comes to 800 gold coins.
A hefty price.
Well, for one of us, I'd do it for almost nothing. But for you,
Never would have thought of that himself.
Here's your gold.
good. I'm off then to see those beasts. Let's see who else on this farm I can enlist. See you later.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Got my own opinion about that.
Will you look at that?
What do you want?
Have you joined the city beggars? Looks like it. I'll tell you something. No matter what you're wearing, I can see right through you. To me, you're just a greasy little idler, nothing more.
Nobody wants to know.
What's your problem?
I know people of your sort. All talk, no guts. I detest somebody who dresses up all important and brags about his heroic deeds. Just yesterday, I slugged one of the boys here in the mouth because he claimed he could bring down a black troll with one hand tied behind his back.
So what?
What's that supposed to mean? So what? Have you ever seen a black troll, Big Mouth? Do you have any idea how big those monsters are, man? If you just get one step too close to them, they'll tear you to pieces.
Did you pick that up then?
That isn't true.
I've killed a black troll already.
You're asking for it, huh? I ought to rip your head off.
Where did you pick that
But
up?
I've got a better idea. If you're such a great fighter, then prove it.
What's in it for me?
Stupid question. Your honor and your jaw in one piece?
That's not a whole lot, is it?
Shall we say, I'll pay you a ton of money if you bring me the hide of a black troll. How's that sound?
Better.
Then what are you waiting for?
Will it ever change?
I've got the hide of a black troll.
Impossible. Show me. Incredible. What do you want for it?
Give me what you got.
That's wrong.
Okay. I give you 500 gold pieces and toss in 3 strong healing potions. What do you say?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Done.
It was a pleasure.
No one really wants to hear that.
He doesn't see that.
Just listen to him talk.
I knew that would be a problem.
Been there, done that.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I've got no time for
Is it really true?
Don't say you didn't know that.
That's no secret.
I already thought as much.
That's no secret.
If he doesn't see that,
The two of us should have a chat.
I wouldn't know about what.
The two of...
I would...
How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
Hey, asshole!
You don't actually think I'd get involved in a duel with you? Go crawl back under your rock.
What do you think of Lee?
Oh, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't ever want to pick a fight with him. Unless, of course, it couldn't be avoided.
Silvio doesn't like being talked to. You might have gathered as much by now.
he never would have thought of that himself.
Don't say you didn't know that. He didn't get that from me.
That's been known a long time.
I won't leverage as much. It was just like you said.
There's nothing you can do about it. Is it really true?
You just have to listen.
Nobody will learn anything.
Bulko got what was coming to him. I've taught him a lesson.
The swine deserved it.
Hey, you! Bengar needs you. He wants you to come back to his farm.
I'm not crazy. As long as we have to live defenseless on the farm, I'm not budging an inch from here.
I've hired a mercenary. He will keep an eye on the farm.
That's different, of course. But wait a minute. Who's paying the guy then?
That's my problem.
No chance to say no, eh?
No.
Good. Then I'll go back. I hope the lad's good for something.
I found you the mercenary you wanted.
I've never seen anyone like that on my farm. I can only hope it'll work out. Here, take this. I think you'll find it useful.
Who said that?
Everything going well?
Sure. Everything's quiet.
That's totally obvious.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. So why won't they listen to me? That was quite obvious.
There he is. Surrender while you can. There is no escape for you.
each other's skulls.
You don't have to tell me that.
Who are you?
I'm Orlan, the keeper of this here modest tavern. What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword or a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
Show me your wares.
Of course, sir.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That was no big deal.
That's been known a long time.
No one really wants to hear that.
That was obvious all along.
Hey, you! I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Corinus, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Innos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Innos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. Short time later, my wife took deathly ill again. She spends most of the time just lying in bed. And that happens to her frequently. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Why don't you take your wife to the healer?
We ought to go to the city to see Vatras about it. I won't budge an inch from my farm as long as things are so chaotic here.
There he is.
Hey, you up and joined the militia, huh? Not that I care, just as long as besides orcs and bandits, you hunt a few wolves as well.
I've got a few skins for you.
A sheepskin? You didn't go slaughter some farmer's sheep in the pasture, did you?
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Wolfskin, that's good. A warg skin? Those beasts are tough. Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
That is worth a small fortune. Good work. Come see me again when you have more. Good thing you're here. You need to help me.
Thought of that himself.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet somehow.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarter, but I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
I hardly know what to believe in.
Okay, I'll help you.
I've hidden a small fortune in the Valley of the Mines. I was going to go and get it, but unfortunately there's a bunch of orcs hanging out near the stash. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
But no.
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel. I was going to go and get it, but unfortunately there's a bunch of orcs hanging out near the stash. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
I'll try to find your gold.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I found your gold.
Great. Show me. Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrant. He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter. Give him my regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrant's house then.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I'm not touching that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Diego says hello.
What? Who? What Diego?
And he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
What about our deal?
Now, about your reward. Here's your ring.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That was no big deal.
I never knew that.
That was no big deal.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I used to say that myself.
Really didn't deserve that.
And Innos.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Hey, you! I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. Here's the ring I promised you.
You didn't get that from me.
No one really wants to hear that.
We can only wait and see.
It had to happen sooner or later. Welcome, traveler. Looking for a fine potion? I have a large selection and reasonable prices, and my potions are much better than the stuff that Zurus sells.
Show me.
So why won't they listen to me?
That's no secret.
You didn't get that from me.
I'm staying out of it.
I agree with you completely.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this expedition. We must do something against the dragons. Perhaps the Eye of Innos can save us all now. doesn't see that I can't help